Who are you?
Whoever you want me to be.
Don't say I never gave you anything.
It's feeling epic.
3 words. 8 letters.
I remember everything.
They all think I slept with James.
And
No, we didn't even kiss.
he saves your life, bails on his friends, and carries you, looking like you're in a wet t-shirt contest, into the moonlit night. And he doesn't kiss you? What else do you guys need? Fireworks? I saw the videos. They're all over social media. You can't date a Harry Styles and think no one will notice. And sing.
You can't date a Harry Styles and think no one will notice. Ruby Bell.
And everybody noticed. The carrying out of the pool that everybody saw. All the UK.
Who couldn't notice this guy walking around with his 12-pack?
12-pack, beautiful, luscious locks. This guy was made in a factory.
This was crazy. I thought this was AI when it started.
You, right away, Tyler goes, who is this guy? I was like, just you wait. Just you wait. You're only in the first scene. The opening shot is him with his abs out. That's the first scene that we see. And I knew I was hooked in that moment.
That was enough for you.
I
You
was
were
said,
hooked
I'm
from that moment.
good. This is a show for me.
You were hooked on Maxton Hall, The World Between Us.
The world
Based on a
between
book.
us.
Save me.
Well, welcome back to the Previously On podcast, everybody. I'm your host, teen drama fangirl, Jillian Benani, and with me today, once again, fan favorite, my husband, Tyler Branch, who I got to watch Maxton Hall for the first time, even though it's questionable if he can read or not. I don't think you've ever read as much as you did these subtitles.
I'm not a big reader, but I am glad you had us do subtitles. I don't think the English dubbing, I'm not a big fan of English dubbing on these kinds of shows. It takes me out of it.
I think the English dubbing sounds almost like an audiobook. Like, it doesn't feel like the character or like the acting. It sounds more like a narration over it. It takes you out of it.
I mean, I get it either way, however you want to watch it, because I also get that sometimes you feel overwhelmed when they're talking fast.
Yeah.
And you're having to read these subtitles and you can't pay attention to what's going on screen. But I don't know. It just depends. But a lot of times, yeah, I think the subtitles are the better way to go, because that dubbing, sometimes they're not professional actors doing the dubbing.
Yeah. I kind of wish I had the actors just do it or something.
These people speak English?
Yeah.
I assume?
I've seen interviews. I've gone down the dark hole of this show.
I don't need to know about that.
That's private. That's private info. Well, we are covering all 6 episodes of season 1 today. We have not seen season 2 yet. Season 2 just came out, and we do plan on covering season 2. We're going to cover every episode of season 2 because I like to go episode by episode. We're a little behind on our recap right now because I was at the One Tree Hill convention in Wilmington.
You were.
If you follow me on social.
You spent half
you
your
might have
time
seen.
in Wilmington.
I am in Wilmington, every few months these days. Luckily, it's an easy flight from New York.
You have to go visit the Teen TV homeland, it feels like, every couple months.
Every quarter, I have to go. Well, now that our wedding is done there, I got to make sure I'm still going there, still making my trips.
How was the One Tree Hill convention? You didn't really tell me that.
The time of my life. I mean, I cannot have a bad time at a One Tree Hill convention.
The time of your life. We got married in Wilmington this year.
I know. Somebody goes, oh, is this reminding of your wedding being back here? I'm like, kind of forgot about that. Like, I'm not thinking about that as I'm hugging Chad Michael Murray, okay?
Easy. She's taken.
I mean, it's the best time. It's such a fun time getting to, celebrate that show with fans of it. I do think it's a niche show. It's kind of like it was a smaller show at the time. It wasn't as big as the OC or Dawson's Creek. And it just feels like an immediate bond with real fans of that show. And
the One Tree Hill was not as big as Dawson's Creek at the time?
No, it really wasn't.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. No.
It feels quite big now. I feel maybe it's just because you talk to me about it all the time, but it feels like the fandom's pretty large now.
Well, I think it's grown since it was on. I mean, there is a lot of young people at these conventions too, who I immediately attach myself to. I'm in it with you guys, right? But this one was fun. I got to meet cast members who I've never met before. I never met Chad Michael Murray. I got to look right into those baby blue eyes.
Wow.
What a moment. It was fun.
Talk about some luscious blonde locks.
Talk about, so yeah. I mean, he's the blueprint. He's the original. He is. And
So what all cast members did you meet? You met Chad Michael Murray.
James Lafferty,
James
Sophia
Lafferty.
Bush,
Oh,
Bethany Joy Lenz.
fun.
I hit 4,
Wow.
the main 4 that were there.
That's great.
And everyone was so nice. And I tried to get them to pose cute in photos. Chad started talking to me about the Buffalo Bills. I am not a football girly. And I just went with it. I was like, I know these Bills, they got to pull through. I'm hoping
you
for
know a little bit. You know Josh Allen is.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
if Chad wants me to be.
He's with that famous actress.
Yeah. Haley
Right?
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
If Chad wants me to be a football girly, I will be a football girly. I will take that on. I'm ready. I was
assume
laughing.
these
I was
photos
like,
cost money, right?
yes. Are you going to
How
ask
much
me
did
about the
this-
money?
How much did your photo with James Lafferty and Chad Michael Murray cost?
The two of them together, 2 for 1, as my mom said. Let's say it wasn't 2 for 1. You paid for the 2 of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
More than $100
Yes, higher.
higher. $200?
Higher. No further questions.
We're not doing this segment.
Let's just say I
Okay.
spent
We'll
some
talk
of our
about-
honeymoon money on this
We'll
convention.
talk about this
okay?
later. Oh my god!
It
Oh,
was
good
necessary. I mean, there were so many fun events at this one. I went to Villaween.
We're not the Beauforts. What are you doing?
This,
Money doesn't grow on trees around here.
well, you know, Ruby Bell would have wanted me to spend money on this convention. Okay, I had to go to Villaween.
Follow your heart.
I had to go to the Drama Queens live finale.
What was
podcast.
Villaween?
It was all in Trick, where
Villaween?
they filmed the show, so it was a lot of fun.
Oh,
And the Drama Queens podcast was in there too, which meant a lot. It was really fun
that's
being there
fun.
to be there for the wrap up of that. It's been years of them doing that podcast. That's how I got back into One Tree Hill, because they were doing the podcast.
and there's like a lot of people at this convention, right? Like a lot of like fans, like hundreds.
Yeah,
of fans.
hundreds, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's great.
And fans of all ages,
Good
babies
vibes, huh?
and 60 plus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone loves One Tree Hill.
It's a show for everybody. It's like, if you get it, you get it.
What do you think the appeal is still today?
I
of
do think
young
it's
people?
something-
Did you talk to any young people who really love One Tree Hill to explain why?
I feel like the universal thing about it is that
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people found it maybe in a time in their lives where they needed something and they needed this. Like, it's an angsty show. It's very angsty. Rarely are all of them happy at the same time until later seasons. And it's very aspirational too, and very trying to make your dreams come true. And I think that the common thing is a lot of people found it at a time where they needed it, where they needed some hope. They needed somebody telling them it's okay.
I guess I need to watch this show.
And maybe I'll be going to a Maxton Hall convention years from now. We don't know, but
At that castle?
if there is
You
a
go to
convention at that castle, I am there. My dream is to go to that castle.
All right.
All right.
Well, I'm glad you had fun at the One Tree Hill convention. But yeah, let's get into Maxton Hall,
All right.
the world between us.
And we're just covering season 1 in this. Maxton Hall,
Yes.
season 1. Tyler
haven't seen
loves
any
to
of
keep
season
referring to it
2.
as the world between us.
Why is it called that? Why isn't it just called Maxton Hall? Does anyone know?
I think that's just the name of the book, Maxton Hall, the world between us. So they kept it.
I thought the book was called Save Me. Isn't that what it pops up at the credits every time?
Oh, right. Well, I really had to explain to you before you started watching that this is a German show that takes place in the UK. I had to say that multiple times to you, and you had many questions about that. And I was like, just accept it. Just accept it's a German show taking place in the UK.
Wow.
They go to London. There's many references to the royal family in this. It's Oxford is all over this show. There's
It makes me sound pretty dumb when you explain it like this, but it was a lot to take in. I don't watch, I don't know. I hadn't watched a lot of foreign shows like this that take place which makes total sense. Obviously, in America, we make all sorts of shows set all over the world, and you have to just accept these are Americans playing this. But that was. It really was hard for me not to just keep reverting back to like, oh yeah, this is in Germany, right?
And I was like, yeah, no, it's not in Germany. We're in the UK. They're just German.
Yeah.
We did keep laughing of
anytime they have a dance sequence, I'm always like, yeah, we're like at the Berlin clubs. Like, this is like such a German vibe. And you're like, no, this is English.
I was like, they cannot help but bring out some of their German side in some of this. And the dance scene was very German, I felt like. But I like that because they really go for it.
I mean, my favorite thing, though, that would keep happening is when they have to say English words. I mean, first of all, James, throughout the show, refers to her as Ruby Belle. And it's just like, why does he say her full name all the time? I don't know, but I like it. And it made me realize just how crazy Americans must sound when we're saying, like, you know, a German word like Gesundheit or...
Do you regularly say Gesundheit?
I'm just saying, like, Americans do say, like, other phrases, like, and, like deja vu or just whatever.
Well,
I'm like, oh, that must sound quite weird to people from other audiences.
It was funny when they would say, like, an English word. And you'd be like, oh, whoa. Like, dirty talk was said at one point.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah. It was like German, dirty talk.
Great. Great.
I was like, ooh, Ruby Belle. I like that.
Because I guess it's all the names are still English like it was in the book.
Yeah.
So that's why that makes a lot of sense. It was just so funny.
But he regularly just says Ruby Belle a lot. I think that's just part of the character of like,
he just says
he needs full name. She is Ruby Belle to him, not just Ruby.
Full name.
She's a first and last name girly. What's so wild about this show is I feel like it came out of nowhere and became this massive international hit. Mm-hmm. And you could tell that they did not expect that with this show. I mean, they're already getting a season 3 before season 2 even came out. People love this. We're obsessed with it.
I get, after watching it, I get why you love it so much. It's hitting all the beats for you.
It is.
It's got just like, you know, it's like, kind of this young adult romance thing, this enemies to lovers kind of thing. It's got the social class dynamics. They're in this castle. I mean, parts of it feel a lot like Harry Potter or something.
I do think a lot of it is very kind of that classic romance novel. Like it follows those beats. We're enemies to lovers. We're brought together because we have to work on something. We become friendly with each other. We fall for each other. Something breaks us up. And then we end up back together. And those beats I will always fall for. I love that. That is a structure I love. And this show just did it so well. And I think it's hard to pull off in a TV show because the chemistry is a lot of times wrong between the two stars. And these two had a lot of great chemistry to where it all worked. Because the show really revolves around them.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't care about them, like, why would you be watching?
Yeah.
How much credit would you give this guy? I feel like this guy is so good looking that I feel like he's on every poster and stuff. And I do feel like that's part of what's bringing you in at the beginning. Of just
Oh, yeah. I remember scrolling on social media and like clips of the show would come up and I'm like, who is this guy? What is this show? Like, I was so confused. Why haven't I seen him before? And then you find out and then you go down the hole.
I can watch a whole show of this man just having longing looks.
Well, I do think he's a great actor, too. I think these roles are hard to play when you're the bad boy at first, but there's so much under the surface and you're troubled. They're hard to play, and he pulled it off well. There's a lot on his face that we see. He does a lot of good face acting, which is needed in this. And then
you said this guy does speak English, right?
Yeah, he speaks 5 languages,
oh my gosh.
Tyler. 5 languages, okay? And he's studying medicine in real life.
a testament to not being American.
And he's studying medicine? Like, what?
That's unbelievable. That's crazy.
Again, was he made in a lab?
And he walks around with this 12-pack abs. This guy's going to be a star. I mean, this guy, they should be casting him. This guy's so perfect to be the villain in so many movies because he's like so captivating and good looking. And Americans love to have some vaguely European like villain in like all their spy movies and stuff. This guy'd be perfect.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a really good career. Or I hope so.
Yeah.
I want to see him more. And then when he turns good for her, oh my God. Then I'm melting. It just hits all the spots. You're right. It hits every spot that you want it to hit.
Yeah. I do think, though, he's really good. I assume there's a lot more drama to come in season 2, which I am excited for. Because I know you love the, like, swooning and the relationship and them hooking up, but I do kind of think he's really good at being like a jerk.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's so captivating at doing that in the show where you're just so frustrated at like how cruel he can be.
Yeah. But then he gives you like that look of like that he regrets what he just said or did.
When he says to her, like, you think someone like me would be with someone like you, like, it's just devastating.
And then he kind of looks away. So you know he's lying and he doesn't mean it, but he says it so believable.
It hurts so much.
Yeah, definitely.
I also think the girl's great. I
Yeah.
felt she was, like, carrying a lot of it. Because, I mean, you know, she has to carry so much of this on her face of just trying to be this person who's like, no, I'm focused on getting to Oxford. I'm not having any distractions. But she just has that. She has a very young face. She looks young.
Yeah.
So she's very like
She
off wondering about this boy, you know?
Yeah. And I think that works really well for the character that she looks young too, because it's a character that hasn't gotten out much, hasn't experienced really much of life. She's so dead set on this one goal. And she's laser focused on that. And he kind of flips her world upside down.
Mm-hmm. All right, tell me what were your most swoon-worthy moments of James and Ruby Bell, James Beaufort and Ruby Bell.
Well, we got to talk about the pool. I mean,
when he rescues her out of the pool,
the way he cradles her out of that pool, so swoon-worthy. And then in the car where he's like making sure
you'd fake
she's
a drowning
okay.
to be carried out like that.
I would, yeah. I was like, I kind of get why.
You're a high school swimmer, but you would have been just like,
help. I would have been down there as long as I could. Held my breath for as long as I could.
Carry me out, James Beaufort.
The pool is definitely a swoon-worthy moment for me. I think it also changes everything. It's the moment where she really opens up to him. He learns so much more about her. And it really starts their relationship more so.
Yeah. I thought that guy that threw her in was a real jerk.
That's
mean. Like borderline assault, dude. Like you don't know this person that well enough to be doing something like that.
It's so mean. But I could see that happening at that age.
I was confused. So whose home is that with that? Because doesn't he wake up in the first ep there?
It's like Cyril's or Cyrus's, that guy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like the mean guy, the guy who pushed her in.
Yeah, okay. So it's his home. That makes more sense then. Still not okay.
Not great.
I was like, you're just throwing this guy's girl into the pool? What are you doing?
They're so threatened by her. It's like, do you all have a crush on him or something? What's going on?
James? The answer is yes.
Yeah, true. Another swoon-worthy moment is when she is walking down the stairs in the Victorian dress and he's looking at her. Very reminiscent of Titanic.
Oh, yeah, you were saying
when she's coming down the stairs and he's just looking up. Ugh, the way he is looking at her, you're like, game on. It's go time. Because I feel like they didn't have much interaction before that. And then you're like, oh, we're getting hot and heavy now. It's happening.
What is it about being dressed in like Victorian dress for you girlies that just, you'll love it?
I think it's a Pride and Prejudice kind of type of thing, maybe. There's something about like the Regency era that gets us going.
I mean, I didn't know why, but when I saw her walking down, I was like, wow, the girls are going to love this.
I think it's also very hard to pull off in real life. It's not like, oh, they're going to a white party, a black and white party that like anybody can have. This is a hard party to have in real life.
Yeah, this is quite a swanky school that they're having Victorian dress party.
This is a school I want to go to.
Poor people are not welcome at this school.
No. They're so mad she's at this school.
They're not very conscious of, socioeconomic dynamics at the school.
No.
Where it's like, apparently the poorest girl in school is planning this, and she's planning that you have to have a Victorian dress on hand? Like, God, that's a tough school.
That is. I mean, also, they appear to be in the middle of nowhere. Where are they all getting these clothes from?
I don't know. Everyone looked great, though.
Yeah.
It was a fun party.
Well, that's also partly why this show works so well. There's a lot of themes going on. We like a theme party in these shows.
Yeah.
And they
You
did
do.
that well, where they're like constantly planning these like school events that they have to go to. We get school events, we get lacrosse games, we're trying to get into college, we're going to the college. There's so many kind of American moments in this show, which I think is funny. But a lot of it is kind of nostalgic for, the American teen dramas that we grew up on. They're hitting those points.
Yeah. What about when he draws her? Do you like that? That drawing
Yeah,
of
again,
her?
it's like, are they trying to say he's a young Leo or something? I mean, he kind of looks like him. Who do you think looks more like a young Leo? Chris Briney or Damien Hardung, who plays James Beaufort?
Oh. I mean, yeah, probably this guy.
I know.
Well, they do exact shots from Titanic, I feel like.
Yeah.
For this guy. So you see it more.
Yeah. I think that we need a comparison of him and young Leo, and I might be the one to make that.
Well, good luck to you. That sounds like a real passion project.
I'm busy tonight.
Oh my gosh. Any more swoon-worthy moments?
I mean, there's so many. When he apologizes to her for putting up the picture and invites her to the party, that's a huge moment. Because we've really seen like, oh, he is into this. He's not going to hide her. He's not going to hide his feelings for her. He's actually apologizing. We know he's not a guy who apologizes much.
Yeah.
And I thought inviting her to the party was really big. Because I feel like, especially in a lot of these shows, a guy like James Beaufort would hide her for a little bit. And maybe not because even he's ashamed, but just doesn't know how to deal with his feelings with it and isn't ready to kind of put that out there yet.
Yeah.
And so him inviting her to the party, dancing with her the way that they danced, I mean, he was out loud and proud. And I liked that. We don't always get that. And I like that we didn't have any like shaky moments with him once he really discovered his feelings.
Yeah. I kind of thought, though, him putting her on the poster was a little bit...
That was too much.
It was a dumb guy move
Yeah.
where I'm like, you're not really realizing that she doesn't want to be on the poster.
Right. He's like, who wouldn't want to be on a poster with me?
I don't think you were listening to her when she said she doesn't want to be like out there and seen.
Yeah.
She's trying to like fly under the radar and just get to Oxford. Which I think his heart was in the right place, that she needs to step out and be more of like the star that she is. But he did kind of do it against her will.
Yeah. I do.
But he gave him a great chance to apologize.
Yeah.
Make it better.
And I do think that, well, I like him trying to push her a little bit. I think she needs that. I think that they both push each other. She tries to get him to open up more, and he really pushes her to put herself out there more.
Yeah. Anything else? Anything else that really got you hot and bothered?
Well, I mean, the scene
James
where they get
and
together.
Ruby Bell.
The scene where they get together at Oxford.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good scene.
Pretty
It's
hot.
worth the wait.
Pretty hot. She'd heard all the rumors about how he broke a waterbed.
Oh my God. That was kind of funny. I like that they brought some humor into the scene.
All right. Well, I put together a list of. We were watching different shows. You were watching for all the swoon-worthy moments.
I'm like, anytime he looked at her was a swoon-worthy moment for me.
Where you're pausing and being like, doesn't he look so much like Leo right here? I put together a list of the top 5 dramatic twists in the season because I thought the show was weirdly, I don't know. I feel like why you like it so much is there's a little bit of a soap opera fan fiction to the plot of this, where they're constantly kind of just like adding more drama to the plot as you go along, so it can't just be the simple romance.
Yeah, I like that. It's a juicy show. It's juicy.
Oh, sure.
They really give you a lot.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Top 5 dramatic twists in season 1. Obviously, number 5, Ruby Bell catches Lydia Beaufort kissing Mr. Sutton. And that really sets the whole season in motion right there, because you got this inappropriate teacher-student relationship where you're like, whoa, what's going on in this show? Because that happens in the first half. And then, like, it turns into, James trying to bribe her, and it just sets everything in motion right there.
And it also really sets up the, like, different class systems in the show, too. Mm-hmm. Because he's like, I know you need the money, so we set that up a lot. But the teacher-student relationship, I was thrown when we opened with that. I was like, is this what they do?
I was still thrown in the last episode about it. It just feels so inappropriate.
I know.
I think maybe I saw some people online because I was Googling, like, is this in the book? Like, and like they're like, oh yeah, it's in the book, big time. But apparently people didn't imagine Mr. Sutton looking this old, I think, in the book.
Yeah.
I think there were some criticisms that maybe this actor just, since he looks like he's like 30 plus,
yeah,
I think it makes it much harder to swallow watching this.
I agree with that. I think
when people were saying when they read the book, they were imagining like, oh, he's like a 23 to 25-year-old. Like, well,
they do a lot to try to explain it's not as bad as what we think it is. They're like, well, we met before.
It is. Turns out it is. It's
They're
still
like,
bad.
We met before I started classes here, and we stopped.
What
for
an excuse for the teacher to say, you don't understand. I met him over the summer.
I know.
It was fine.
I know.
What?
And then they were like, what Ruby walked in on was a blip. It was a blip.
Yeah. She said it was a relapse.
A relapse.
It was just a quick,
It's like, if it's a relapse.
Every once in a while, you have a little relapse where you start making out with your teacher. It happens.
If it's a relapse, then a lot went on before, if you're going to call it a relapse.
Yeah. Now, I am a little confused about school in the UK, because I know it's like they're in this like preparatory college type thing before university. Right. So she's around 17, 18, something like that.
Well, we see Ruby Bell turns 18. So you got to assume everyone's kind of like 17, 18.
Around there, yeah. So it's not the worst, but it's not
great.
Good.
It's not great. Oh, I mean, they're hiding it. I mean, if you have to hide it, it's bad.
Yeah, they know it's bad.
Well, they act like it will only be bad for her dad. Like, her dad will be the only one mad about this.
Yeah. Well, Ruby Bell was smart when she's like, I don't think I want a recommendation letter from this guy anymore.
Yeah.
He's going to be on the news. And I'm like, yeah, you don't want that.
It's always the nice teacher, too.
I know. He's like so nice that he almost convinces you that what he's doing is not bad.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't like this dude.
I know.
The power dynamic difference. It feels like you're taking advantage of this young girl who, you're so nice to her and everyone else isn't. And it just seems so unfair and so not great.
And she's saying he's the only one who liked me for me and not for my money. And it's like, I get that. But then once he knows, like, and the fact that he knew you were a student just makes this worse.
Yeah.
Then it makes me think he wants you for the money, almost.
Find a guy your age who likes you for your money rather than an old guy who likes you because you're young.
Yeah. I'm like, this is worse, girl.
Yeah. Just, rough one. Number 4 on the dramatic twist is what you brought up. When Ruby was pushed into the pool, and then the realization that she's traumatized because her dad can't walk because she fell in because there was an accident in the water. And I was like, oh, this is the right kind of dramatic twist you need, where it's like she's so tortured and blames herself for this childhood accident.
The flashbacks of her in the water, and we were waiting for that reveal.
We're like, when's the other shoe going to drop? I heard drowning in this water.
I mean, it's tough. I like the emotional backstory that they gave her, though, with this. And that they're struggling financially as a family with it, that they can't buy, the dad can't go upstairs. I think that they really tried to show all the differences between James's family and Ruby's family.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of water trauma with Ruby. She's gotta overcome that a little bit more. I want to see her dive into some water. Season 2.
You want to see her swim free.
Yeah.
I mean, it is sad, and she's, saving up money for her dad's chairlift thing, which is so sad.
It's so that thing of when you're young and you're really trying to fix everything. And I love the line that her mom said of, your job is to be young. This is not on you. This is on me and your dad to handle. And I really like that line because so many times in these shows, too, adults are acting like these kids aren't kids. Well, it's the same way of like Mr. Beaufort acting like his kids are adults and should be running businesses already.
Yeah.
So I really like that juxtaposition of Ruby's mom being like, this is not on you. Don't worry about this. We got it. We'll figure it out. Save your money for yourself. But then we see them be such a close-knit, tight family despite everything that they've been through together.
I guess that's what you'd call it. I don't know.
Very tight-knit. A family that lays in bed together.
Spoiler alert on Tyler's takes. I found this family unsettling. I found them creepy and strange. They're playing weird chase games all over the place.
They're throwing
She comes
food.
home, they're all in bed together. I just found the whole thing unsettling. I didn't like. I'm like, these people need to be normal.
It was like a step too far. It's like, we get it.
Like,
we get it.
It was like, is there some kind of gas leak in this house? What's going on with everyone? Why are they acting like everyone's running around like, like
throwing food at each other?
Home. It's like, what in the world?
Watch gets
TV,
home,
guys. Even when they show them watching TV, it's like some bizarre, disturbing, like animal documentary. I'm just like, this is so close to being a horror movie.
I know.
This family.
I know. I mean, Ruby gets home from having sex for the first time, and her family is in her bed waiting for her. I would be like, can I have a second?
We went out and bought a chairlift just so I could get up here and be in this. Oh my gosh, the whole thing is strange. I think when James peeked into that window at the end, he was like, I don't want any part of this family. I'm out of here. That's what happened at the end.
Yeah. It was meant to be like him being the creepy one, and it's like, he's like, no, this family is creeping me out.
Like, ooh. I mean, I get what they're going for.
I know, me too.
I get that, like, the Beauforts are, dark and abusive and like
not close, don't share,
house.
Don't talk.
But this family is so close that it like I don't like it.
I think it's more that they overly showed it, where we already are gathering that we don't need to keep seeing it.
Yeah. It felt like something out of a different show.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my sister cut up Mom's clothes and is wearing them. And it's like, what?
Okay, I like that moment. I'm like, the sister is talented. She needs to get in on Young Beaufort.
I just thought these were some loopy people, babe.
All right, keep going on your top 5 dramatic twist.
Number 3 on the most dramatic twist of season 1 of Maxton Hall, The World Between Us. Lydia is pregnant with the teacher's baby, which it's like one of those dramatic twists that always works. They love to do a young pregnancy storyline in these shows. But still, this one shocked me because I was like, Lydia and this teacher are having sex? Like, I didn't even realize that. I was like, She said it was a relapse. She said it was just a relapse that they were kissing each other. And then it's like, wait, no, they were having sex recently? This shocked me.
Well, is it confirmed it is the teacher's baby? I mean, we're to assume.
Who else would it be?
I know,
I think
right.
they assume
Yeah.
that. Could it be that other guy's?
No. She was only with the teacher. So
She's
there's just
obsessed
a part
with
of
the
me that's like,
teacher.
please don't have it be the teacher's baby. Please. I'm begging you. I thought we could just gracefully kind of back away from this teacher's storyline, and now we're kind of all in with it.
Mm-hmm.
My guess, though, is in season 2, the teacher won't be in it. Like, he changed schools.
And she has a baby?
Well, she seems to be wanting to raise it on her own. She was ignoring him. I feel like she's not going to tell him about it. I love that you're like, I didn't know they were having sex. I'm like, he's an older
Pearls
man. They're having
clutched.
sex, Tyler.
Pearls were clutched. I thought they were just sneaking kisses around the school. I didn't know they were banging in the janitor's closet.
You're like, I thought they were just making out every once in a while.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
Ruby Bell could have
they're
walked into a lot worse.
They're like meeting at coffee shops. They're going to run away together, and you think they haven't had sex?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh, that's
I was
sweet.
naive.
That's sweet.
I was naive.
Well, we'll see what happens. That's going to be some big drama in season 2. I'm ready for it. I kind of love a pregnancy plot twist. It hits every time. It brings some good drama. Show me the girl throwing up in shock she's pregnant. It's great.
It's just so crazy. I just think a woman of her status and privilege would not be having this baby.
Well, I agree with
She
that.
wants
Especially
to.
you think, too, she would be scared of her dad. She was scared of her dad finding out about her and the teacher.
Yeah, Dad would definitely have this baby taken care of if he knows. So I guess that's why she doesn't want him to know.
Yeah. I wonder if she's going to move out of the house, probably.
I don't know.
Is she going to be poor in season 2? She better still be serving those looks. That's what I want to see.
I like Lydia. I love her facial reactions in this show. As a character, she is a tiny bit desperate for attention and from her dad in the show. And I get that. 'Cause, Dad's awful, but it could be another one of those kind of things. Of if he won't pay attention to me for this, he'll pay attention to me now.
Yeah, I do think that's a little bit about it. And I think she wants something for herself because she's not getting Young Beaufort. She's not getting the business that she wants. So she feels lost and is wanting to find more purpose with this baby and want to find her own family.
Yep. All right, number 2, most dramatic twist in season 1 of Maxton Hall. The Beaufort's dad, Mortimer, assaults James and threatens to ruin Ruby Bell's life and her family's life. And so then he's forced into faking this breakup with her, all because of this abusive dad. I don't think I quite realized he was abusive until that moment. They show him hit him. And then the chauffeur guy steps in, which that guy, what a rough job that is.
Part security, part driver.
I feel almost implied that this has happened before.
Yeah.
And he's gone too far.
Well, they started off this season showing the dad being tough on James, but we saw them running together. We saw them laughing together. Mm-hmm. We didn't see the abusive side yet. We saw him definitely manipulating him and whatnot, but in this scene where he threatens Ruby and he is so angry that he just went to his school's function.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
He was terrified.
He's a bad dad. Evil bad dad. Maybe one of the worst dads we've seen on one of these shows.
Mm-hmm. Super rich people like that can already be a little evil, but this guy's like abusive evil. Like this guy's like real scary.
Yeah, and it definitely did not feel like the first time he's done that to him.
This guy has like no redeeming bone in his body in season 1. He's like quite an evil person in this.
I don't think he'll ever get redeemed. This isn't like an Adam Fisher situation. This is like evil.
This guy makes Adam Fisher look like Dad of the Year.
I know,
this
right?
Guy is quite evil throughout the whole show.
I know. I mean, really, really bad. On the level of like Dan Scott, bad dad. But Dan Scott at least got a little bit redeemed. So, yeah. And it doesn't feel like he's going to let up at all. I think it's just going to get worse and worse. But this makes a lot of sense of why James is the way he is, too. Of why he's scared to go against his dad.
Why do you think he's scared to go?
Because of the abuse.
Like, why didn't he just?
I think he doesn't want to get abused and beat up by his dad.
At first, I was like, why does he care? Does he even care about this company? Why did he just tell his dad to, like, shut up? Like, just do whatever you want to do. But, like, I guess it is, like, the abuse. And then, like, I don't know. It just feels like this is quite a vengeful man.
Yeah. He's scary. I'm terrified of him.
Do you think James wants to work at the company? What do you think's going on there? He says he doesn't at times, but then I'm also like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like you have to do.
Yeah.
It feels like you play along sometimes.
I think he doesn't want to run the company. I don't think he wants to do the business side of things. But when I was rewatching, I thought he likes to draw. He seems creative.
He's a great drawer, too.
He's a great drawer and dresser. So I'm like, let's put those together. And why don't you become the creative head of this company?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When he drew that Victorian dress, it was great.
It does feel like the dad is misunderstanding that, like, you're making James go out and be the business front when, like, it really should be Lydia, who seems to have ideas for business and has lots of thoughts on how the business should be run. And James wants to be more of a creative behind the scenes, but he's not like allowing that based on, I guess, just appearance.
Yeah, it does feel like they're pretending that James has to go into finance or something like that. And maybe that is a part of running the company. But I'm like, it seems like he is creative, that there is a role for him in this company. It's interesting. I wonder if they'll explore that more in the future. I guess also he just doesn't know what he wants. And he wants to be able to figure it out, is really what it is.
In that scene with his mom where he's like, I just want the chance to find out.
Yeah.
Because it's like his life has been so regimented and he's been told what to be forever that, like, I think part of waking up to that is like his dad being like, you're not the kind of guy who can be with a girl like Ruby Bell. And I think it's like, well, if that's wrong, if I want that and I'm being told that's wrong, then what else in my life am I being told that I think is wrong?
What's crazy is that it's not even the dad's family's company. It's the mom's.
That blew my mind when I figured that part out. Where I'm like, wait, this guy just married into it too?
Yeah.
He's a nobody?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
I need to know his background. Well, and I wonder if it's closer to Ruby's and that's why he's freaking out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it is, but because I think that they're like, we did it the right way.
I think it really might be. It might be like the reason he's so hard on this person is because he hates himself and his own upbringing.
I feel like, though, the mom would have had more sympathy for James then. Because the parents don't have a loving relationship.
No.
So I think it's more, I did this, so you have to do this.
Yeah.
But it not being even the dad's family's company is so laughable to me. I'm like, this guy needs to get a grip.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are, Daddy Beaufort?
Daddy Beaufort.
Evil Daddy Beaufort.
There's only one Daddy Beaufort in this show.
The driver?
No, the beautiful blonde man with 12-pack is Daddy Beaufort.
Oh, my God. I cannot believe you just said that.
Back to the driver, though. I mean, what a job that he has to like constantly be just. It feels like he's handling a lot of stuff outside of just.
Yeah.
He's like Alfred in Batman, where it feels like he's like in servitude to this family and protecting them from themselves.
He is. He really is. That's so true.
Yeah. He's just in the middle of everything.
I could see James becoming a caped crusader.
He would be.
Right?
That'd be a great. Wow. Well, the Gotham City between us.
Yeah,
That sounds
that's
like a
good. I
spin-off
love
show.
that.
Yeah.
All right, give us our number one dramatic twist.
The number one dramatic twist in season 1 is the Beaufort mom. What's her name? Cordelia?
Yeah.
The Beaufort mom, Cordelia, has passed away. Shockingly.
This was shocking.
Just shockingly.
Shocking.
At the end. She's dead.
No one saw this
What?
coming. She
What?
wasn't sick. We didn't see anything. She did not look frail. She seemed
Yeah.
completely fine. And then these
Just
kids
a
get back
stroke
from
and
Oxford
done.
and just find out she's dead.
I hope y'all had fun in Oxford. While y'all were drinking at a bar last night, your mom was dying in a hospital. Brutal.
The fact that their dad did not tell them is
That's
so
quite evil.
crazy.
You don't get to say goodbye? It's horrible.
Because she didn't pass away right away. She was in the hospital. They could have come back and said goodbye, been at her bedside.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I knew something was coming with the mom because they show her like walk out to the car and look at him and look at the dad and they're close up to the mom. And I'm like, oh, is she going to leave dad? Is there going to be some dramatic twist? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were focusing on her in the episode before a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, something's going to happen with her. But I didn't think, oh, she's going to die. That was so shocking.
and so
James
sad.
is just stuck with this abusive dad now all along.
And
That's
Lydia's
rough.
pregnant without her mom,
Lydia's
where
pregnant.
I feel like she really wanted to lean on her mom during this time. She leaves her that voicemail.
For sure.
She really wanted to open up to her about it. And now
Yeah.
who does she have? We don't even see her with a
Ruby Bell.
friend. I know, her and Ruby need to join up together. I think
Yeah.
that's what will happen.
I mean, it is kind of funny throughout the shows. They are all so worried that Ruby Bell is about to tell someone, and it feels like it's barely on Ruby's mind.
Yeah, Ruby's like I'm
she's
just trying to get into Oxford.
She's like, oh, that was crazy. She thinks about what to do and is like, I'll just get a recommendation letter from someone else. And then that's kind of it for Ruby Bell. And then these people are so obsessed with her, thinking that they're on her mind when she's like, what?
It is funny. She's like, I really don't care what you do. I'm just trying to get to Oxford. Do whatever
Yeah,
you
I'm not
want.
looking-
Sleep with whoever
Yeah.
you want. I really don't
You guys
care.
are all spit it out.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not here for the drama. I'm here to learn. That's the Ruby Bell mantra.
That's true. But anyway, back to Cordelia dying was just like, I do think that, oh my gosh, what a terrible thing to happen for James in this and his sister in this situation.
And he's on such a high from getting
Yeah.
back together with Ruby, them working through their problems, him finally being honest with her about everything. And now this happens. And I am scared for how he is going to react to all of this. It is not
I
going
think
to be
he's-
good.
I think he's going to be locked back into like his dad's world now.
Yeah.
It's going to be brutal.
Well, how
I mean,
does he
I think
even
he's
get
gonna be
out?
I think he's going to be in trouble for not showing up to that Oxford meeting he was supposed to go to.
Yeah. But honestly, if they have so many connections at this school, is that interview
I'm
that
like,
important?
does James even need to go to these?
I know, right? Well, at that point, too, he didn't even go to the interview. He could have been with his mom.
I do think the Oxford interviews kind of show off what's fun about the show, of that they're both really smart.
Yes.
Like they are in their scenes. It feels like they're like jousting with each other more than like you often see, where it's like these people could kill each other or they could fall into bed with each other in any moment. Like
Well,
they like go at it.
that is what I love about this show. I think a lot of times we don't see people on the same kind of academic level together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think I'm just so tired of seeing the smart girl with the dumb guy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
maybe not even dumb, but like a guy who just really doesn't apply himself at all. And they don't show that with James. He's a little lost, but he's smart. They both are. And they have heated discussions and debates in a lot of the episodes.
Yeah.
Which leads into the enemies to lovers of it all, which is fun. But you can see them still kind of squabbling with each other, even if they are together. Like those arguments aren't going to go anywhere.
In season 2, we should keep a scorecard of the arguments and who wins each one. Because I was like, what was fun about this season is they both win different arguments.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, I mean, I feel like she probably wins more than he does, but like, is right sometimes. Like, he was very right about that Victorian ball being better than that weird Hitchcock thing they were planning.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. It's just kind of fun to watch him go back and forth. He was pretty hard on that guy that was giving him a tour, asking him what his GPA was.
Fair question. I just love
But
the
then she
drama
really
of
let
that
James have
scene.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, he was laying it all out there. I think that's what I
If
love
you were
about
there
this
for college interviews and you're looking around, you're like, what is going on between these two? Screaming at each other.
I think that's what I love about this show too, is like you see the two of them really going for it,
Yeah.
which is fun. Whereas I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe he just said or asked that. Or I can't believe she's showing up to this party alone. You know, they both do things where they really kind of go for it and don't care what other people think, which is fun.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's a highly dramatic show, but you get all your great swooning moments.
the
your
Germans know how to
enemies
do it.
lovers.
I don't think you could have made this show really in America, honestly. I think there's something about it that would have felt different.
How so? Oh, you think there's just something about I do feel like there's something unapologetically cheesy about some of it.
Yeah.
Where it's like we're not trying to be too like cute or cynical about it. Like, I don't know. I think there's something sometimes about international productions where it's like since they're trying to appeal outside of just their own country, that they can go a little broad with certain things, and I just feel like it really works for these kinds of stories because you're just like, I get it. Like,
Yeah.
I get what's going on here.
Well, and
This is fun.
I don't think we would have seen them go for it as much as I was talking about. Like, we wouldn't have gotten that same dance sequence. We wouldn't have gotten Ruby being so confident with him at times.
I think you mean Ruby. Ruby.
Yeah, I think it would have been like a different show. I mean, there's a reason also why they're not adapting it for the US or anything. Like, this is the version.
No.
But they did that with the Culpa Mia movies. Then there's
Did it
My
work?
Fault London. So
Did you like it as much?
I did, but they rewrote it a little bit too. Whereas this, I'm like, don't rewrite a thing. It's perfect.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before we get into Tyler's take?
Yeah, you know what I loved about this too? So you know I've been on my Dramione fan fiction journey for about a
my
year. I have
gosh. You
only been
certainly
reading
have.
Draco Hermione fan
Holy
fiction.
cow.
The girls who know.
Guys, it's bad.
The girls who know. It's so good. I've never been more happy about a life decision. I've never been happier just reading
You
this
love
fanfic strictly.
Draco Hermione fanfic.
I'm not even a big Harry Potter fan, but I stumbled into this and I can't get out. And this series is very Draco Hermione fanfic coded.
How so?
They're in school in a castle, first of all. The enemies to lovers of it all, and the different like class systems that they're in.
Okay.
And bad evil dad controlling his son.
Wow.
Yeah. So
They know what they're doing.
they do know what they're doing. I mean,
These are the beats the girlies
just
need.
keep giving me these beats. Make 5 shows like this for me. This is all that I need. All right, give us your Tyler's takes.
All right. I can't believe you said that guy's a doctor. That's crazy.
Well, studying to be one, but I mean, he could be like operating
I
on
think now
people
he's
one
gonna be
day.
I don't know. I think now he's going to be an international
Yeah,
actor. He's
I mean,
great.
I'm sure I'm sure plans might have changed, but imagine that man operating on you. I'd be like, I'm so sorry. No. Send somebody else in.
I will not have someone this good looking operating on me.
I just can't do it. I'm so sorry.
I mean, I don't know. That could be the last face you see.
That would be nice. Yeah, that's true. Putting it in perspective.
Do you think, all right, here's my Tyler's takes. This is what I wrote down in my notes app while we were watching. So I got a few things in here we hadn't hit. Should Ruby have just taken James' money? I mean, she wasn't going to say anything anyway.
Yeah, a part of me was like, just take the money, girl. You got your little box under your bed where you're putting like small bills in that you're working hard for. Just take the money.
You could have had that chairlift in 2 days. You just take the money.
Yeah, especially because she wanted the chairlift so bad. I almost think it was a bad business decision for her to turn down the money.
I think it was a bad business decision. I guess it was just pride almost.
Yeah.
Of just like this guy thinks he's so much better than me and can just buy me because I'm poor that like I can't tolerate this.
He also was being very rude in that conversation. If he brought it up in a more normal way of like, I am so sorry you saw that. Here's some money to make it better. It would have been maybe a little bit different, but he was rude to her, calling her Robin.
We don't talk enough about Rob. No, it's Ruby Bell. We don't talk enough about that stripper scene in the pilot. That was crazy. And I was like, what is this show you've got me watching? This is one wacky. I was like, does stuff like this happen every episode? And you were like, no.
You were
howling.
You were howling. You were like, what did you get me to watch? This is so wild.
It felt like such a tonal change in the show.
I was like, it's different from here on out. But I love the stripper scene. I think it's so funny.
How were the strippers Ruby Bell's fault? Like, why was she also blamed?
I know.
That someone like came in and basically just like terrorized her party.
I don't think
Like,
she should have been blamed.
What was she supposed to do to prevent that?
She was in charge of the party.
How could she have prevented it?
Open your eyes a little bit more. Be a little bit more observant of what's going on. I think, though, in something like that, you have to blame somewhat the person in charge.
And the buck starts
But
at Ruby
also,
Bell.
why is Ruby Bell in charge of this, like, event? That it's not during
event
school
committee.
hours. It's like with parents.
Well, she's the
We-
head of
we
the
needed
event
an
committee.
administrator
You gotta do these
to help her.
extracurriculars. You got to do these extracurriculars to get in to Oxford. I thought it was so funny after he like berates them both for doing this, and I was like, oh, now she's gonna be like kicked off the event committee and stuff. And he was like, so now you're gonna plan another party. I was like, what?
I think he just needed somebody to plan the party. The next
I was
party.
like, I guess Ruby's the only one who will do this.
He was like, this party was good. I'm going to blame her for this and make her do another one.
He kind of liked the strippers. He didn't want to
Yeah.
say it. He kind of thought it was fun.
I mean, he was in that chair.
He looked like he was smiling in that chair. I put that Ruby Bell's family is unsettling. We covered that. I feel bad for that Harry Potter looking kid that keeps staring longingly at Ruby Bell.
Bell. I hope we get a love interest for him in season 2.
That poor guy.
I know. He
seems to be
worked
just-
really hard
he's
for
a
her,
total-
too. He was up all night with
he's
that
a-
flyer.
He's a total simp for Ruby Bell, and she seems to barely pay him attention.
I know. Well, once you've seen James, I mean, come on.
I love the school colors. The pink and the light blue and the dark blue. These people have the coolest school uniforms. I'm like, this is bold, and I like it.
I love it. It's so good.
They got the blazers, the skirts.
I
the
love that they
trousers.
have
always
them in
those,
these
like, white shirts with
uniforms.
the ties
Yeah.
and stuff. It all looks great. And I love that, like, each episode I never know what combination they're going to wear. They're like a sports team with alternate uniforms.
Yeah.
Where it's like sometimes sometimes even the pants are pink. And we switch to the dark blue on the blazer. And I'm like, well, this is wild. How many blazers and pants does everyone have?
I know.
How do we coordinate all this?
Well, I'm glad that they have
It's great.
options. You know, they can still make
I
it their
love it.
own.
I mean, they look fantastic.
I mean, I wish I had a school uniform like that. That would have been fun.
The way the Beauforts walk in is so funny. Like,
yeah.
Even in later episodes when you like they become more people and they're like going through stuff, they still like get out of the car in slow motion.
Yeah,
It's
they're like
just
flipping their hair. They're putting on their sunglasses. I mean, in the first couple eps, we really only see them in slow motion if they're going into their home or leaving their home.
Yeah.
And I like
it's
that.
so funny. It's like you can smell the richness coming off of them.
I was like, oh, these people are rich. Like old money rich.
Yeah, they're so rich they can only get out of a car in slow-mo.
Yeah.
That's when you're real rich. We talked about the teacher saying, I knew her before, which I didn't think was a great excuse.
It's just, if you're given excuses like that, it's just not a great situation.
She told James we began emailing each other every day. He was the first one I'd talk to when I get up. And
I really wanted to know what
bed,
site that was on.
I'm curious. I don't know if it's fully answered in the show how they met
It's not.
and what was this a chat room? Was this an email thing? She calls it an email thing.
At first
but I'm
I
not
thought
quite
like,
sure
oh,
what's going on.
was it a book club? I pictured a book club because he's the English teacher.
I'm like, was this guy a predator on this board?
Oh my god!
Like, what's he doing on the?
It doesn't
in
look
the
great
same
for him.
internet thing as her. I don't know what's going on.
It doesn't look great for him.
How did they meet? I don't know.
I think that they're like, we just want to yada yada this teacher student story, but now she's pregnant.
We didn't talk about the friend who's gay, who like then the other
Alistair.
friend won't like admit that like he's with it. Like that's another like crazy storyline going on throughout.
I know.
I feel like anytime he's talking to James, James is like, I know, man, but I got my own problems. I feel like Alistair's like totally having a meltdown about his identity and his relationship and stuff. And James like, you just wouldn't believe what's going on with me too, man. I don't know. It's a lot.
Alistair's trying to open up so bad.
So much. The amount of times where I feel like he's opening up to James. James like, that sucks, man.
I'm like, is Alistair okay? I'm really worried about him.
I am too.
We didn't really get resolution on that either.
Yeah.
Season 2. I want Alistair in a healthy, nice romance.
That would be great.
He should get with the Harry Potter kid.
That Harry Potter kid only has eyes for Ruby Bell.
Well,
he
needs to open his. He needs to get the Harry Potter glasses, and he'll see better. It's
tough. He thinks he's in a Harry Potter movie, but he's in a Dramione fanfic.
He's a side character.
Yeah, you're a side character in this one, buddy.
In Dramione, Harry Potter's a side character.
Yeah, tough beat. The question at Oxford, how many people were in the room? They asked
I hated that.
Ruby Bell.
I was like,
how many people were in the room?
Nope. There were 3.
Are you sure?
What is the correct answer to that?
I think no matter what you said, they weren't going to say you had the correct answer. I think the point was to rattle you and to see how well you could like explain things and adapt.
I don't like that. The way that you need to have it all together at 18, 19 and answer these asinine questions to get into a college is ridiculous, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, the grades and extracurriculars should speak for themselves. And answering these dumb questions is ridiculous.
Did you guys not see the poster for the Victorian ball? She's
right.
Good.
Put that in your application, girl. You looked great. You planned a great party. Like, what more do you need?
Yeah. I agree with you. There were 3 people in the room. If we were having dinner, we'd need 3 plates. That's the answer.
Exactly. And
I think they were talking about how you can perceive the amount of people, and maybe they perceived differently.
No, I got it.
I got all those together. It's just dumb. There's 3 people.
Yeah. But they did a good job of showing that like crazy college
But it's
process.
about her not being rattled under pressure.
Yeah. I did think they did a good job of showing that process because that's true. I mean, and what people have to go through to get into college is crazy.
Yeah. And my last one was, I think Ruby's sister will be working for Young Beaufort.
I thought that too. Yeah. They're really setting that up.
Because he even said, he was like, wow, your seamstress is good.
Yeah.
Like, or whatever at one point. And I was like, oh, this makes sense. Maybe she can get in and makes it. What do you think? They acted like Lydia had such a revolutionary idea. What do you think the idea behind Young Beaufort was? Like, it was just, what if we just make clothes for younger people? Was that the big revolutionary idea?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was smart.
Good for her. I mean, I guess. I don't know if it's I'm like, no one at your company said that?
Well,
that's crazy. Fire all these people.
I think, though, that they're a very old English company.
Yeah.
That has never done any kind of line like this.
Nothing edgier. Nothing
No,
more
and
modern,
nothing that's accessible like that. I think this is a little bit more of an accessible line that people can actually buy. And it doesn't appear that what they've done in the past is that. It appears that they've just dressed like royalty and whatnot. So this is, really expanding the business. I thought it's fun. I hope we see more of Young Beaufort. I think it's a fun device in this show, and bring more people
Prime
into
Video
it.
wants to send us any Young Beaufort materials to try on, we'll be happy to do it.
Yeah, I'd love a blazer.
What are those pink blazers?
Yeah, I need that pink blazer with the Maxton Hall insignia.
I'd take those pink pants.
I would take the Maxton Hall lacrosse hoodie.
I'd make you video me walking in slow-mo in them. Though.
Yeah, it will be just the same.
Hey,
We gotta get
I'm working on my 12-pack.
We gotta get you some cool shades too. I want that Maxton Hall lacrosse hoodie. I was loving that. I mean, Ruby was not gonna give that back.
Well,
When the sister
we'll have to
yelled,
design some merch.
"It will still smell like him," or something. Like, make sure mom doesn't watch it. It will smell like him. I'm like, I love that sister.
That sister.
That
sister was at the One Tree Hill convention.
I
I feel like
yeah.
she's like a fandom girl. Like, I like her.
I
too.
just remember
She's
that
fun.
being like a thing in high school. Like, don't wash the sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. I didn't know that.
it's a whole thing. Did you give a girl your sweatshirt in high school? That's like a big thing.
I guess. But like,
Wow, which girl?
All right, let's end this. We're getting out.
All
Getting
right.
outta here.
Well, thank you all for listening on our recap of Maxton Hall Season 1. We will be covering every episode of Season 2 coming soon. Get excited. We're ready to dive in. Be sure to rate us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple. Please do this. It really helps. We would love it. And subscribe to us on YouTube. And you can find our merch on Etsy at Previously on Teen TV. Thanks for listening.
Bye.